Jaco the Clown lives in a delusional world. Each Tuesday, also known as Jaco Tuesday, he is released from the safety of the Acme Mental Hospital in order to host his own podcast show, See My Mind. Welcome to the show.
Greetings, dear viewers and listeners, and welcome to See My Mind, the greatest podcast in the world. I'm your host, Jaco. Yesterday, as a result of last week's show, I received an interesting letter from the folks over at PBR. You know, the professional bull riding people. Well, they claim that they've never heard of me and that I've never received any gold buckles or giant checks from their organization. Well, Mr. PBR, allow me to explain what you should already know. I won all my events before your organization was even formed back in 1992. I never lost a rodeo. Ever! You trying to smear my good name? You want a piece of me? I'll put you in a sleeper hold and tie you to a raging bull.
Whoa, Jaco, it's your attorney, Saul Bender here. That sounded like a threat to me.
Highly perceptive of you, Saul.
Jaco, you already know what I'm gonna say. Listen, I've already had to hire 2 paralegals to try to keep up with the trail of litigation you're leaving behind.
Oh, shut up and go push a pencil, Saul.
Okay now, that's enough, Jaco. Dr. Snedley here. Use your wind chimes right now. Do it. Okay, Jaco, let's move forward to our hypnosis segment now. Get comfortable and close your eyes. I'm going to take you back in time. When you hear the snap of my fingers, you'll be deep asleep, but still able to hear my voice. And... Now, Jaco, I want to take you back to your days as a world-class tango dancer, okay?
I had the music in me, Dr. Snedley.
Tell me how you got started in tango dancing, Jaco.
Well, as a child, I lived in Buenos Aires, Argentina for a few years. I just kind of picked it up.
How long was it before you began performing?
It was 2 weeks after my introduction to the tango. That's when I acquired my custom-designed Italian tango shoes and began public tangoing.
What do you mean, public tangoing?
Well, at first, I took to the streets in the middle of Buenos Aires. The locals would look down on me and marvel at my moves. They began calling me Jaco Tango.
Did you dance the tango differently than other people?
Yes, Dr. Snedley. In fact, it was hard for me to find dancing partners who could handle the intensity of my tango moves. It made them all weak in the knees, you see, and after a few turns, they would simply fall when tangoing. I just looked deep into their eyes and into their souls, and they would collapse on the street. So annoying.
Did you ever compete professionally?
Heavens, yes. Once word spread that I needed a partner who could handle my heat, I met Sophia, the dragon lady. The only partner with whom I ever entered competitions. We never lost a tango. We won the World Tango Dance Tournament 6 years in a row until she passed out at my feet during our final performance, from my heat. It finally got to her, but not before winning the event. Her last words to me were, "You're my tango god."
That's a compelling story.
I danced her into oblivion, Dr. Snedley.
Well, I really appreciate you sharing that story with me today. Perhaps it's best for me to bring you back now so you can unveil that beautiful painting of you dancing the tango with Sophia. Are you ready?
Yes, Dr. Snedley.
Okay, look deep into my eyes, and when I snap my fingers, you'll be on stage in your unveiling theater. And...
Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Good evening. Well, I'll never forget my days as a professional tango dancer in Argentina. I still think about Sophie to this day. It's now time for me to pull the cord to reveal my masterpiece painting entitled Tango Dancer.
And so it was. Please stay tuned for next week's episode of See My Mind, entitled The MLB Umpire, starring Jaco the Clown.